Just एक second. Hello world, welcome back to another view. I am Lohit, this is my buddy over here, Mohak. We are doing a round of life catalyst over here. We talk about something that had a deep impact on life, which changed our life in a way and played a catalyst in our life. Mohak, would you like to start? What's the topic for today?
Let's just take anything. Why not food? I'm hungry.
Food? Okay, I am hungry too. Well, let's just start with street food, because street food had a deep impact throughout college, even nowadays when I see every time
since we were in school.
There's something about street food, that is like so attractive, like it's magnetic that you can't resist street food. People say ghar ka khana is the best, one of the best food, but there is something addictive towards street food that you can't resist. You can think, okay, just one bite, and then you get addicted to it. So street food, there is something. What's your favorite street food?
My favorite street food. See, when it comes back, if you'd have asked me this question like a few months ago, it would have been different things. But now, every time I go out in the evening, the only thing that I want to have is puchka.
Okay.
That is because of my friends, of course. All my friends love puchka, and because of that, I've gone crazy over it. Like every time I go out, irrespective of I'll have 10 different things when I go out, but then puchka is a must.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, coming out, I also love bhel. Okay. And the other thing that I really like is rolls. Like rolls are the thing that even when you're hungry.
It is lunch, breakfast, dinner, everything in one. My favorite street food, I would say, is yes, obviously puchka, pani puri is one of them, and bhel, as you said. But to go to nowadays, it is momo. It is like my day-to-day diet. It has become a part of my daily diet. Momo. I can't just survive without momo now.
I love momos, but I prefer the pan-fried version.
Oh yes, it's pan-fried. I prefer the steamed one more. I don't know, it's my personal. What else? Chaat. Well, chaat. Dahi vada. Dahi vada is one of my favorite street foods too. Dahi vada. Oh yes, and
I also love aloo tikki.
Aloo tikki, my god. We can just go on for hours talking about just names of street foods that we have tried and eaten. The thing about street food is in our city, Calcutta, there are specific places which are famous for specific foods, street foods. So which is your favorite go-to place? Like I know my favorite whenever I have to go to street food, this is not a food, a drink, lassi. I go to Dharmtala, and there is a just if you take a 2 minutes walk from Dharmtala towards the bus stand, Dharmtala bus stand, there is all these lassi counters, and they give big glasses of lassis, full topped with nuts, cherries, and kheers. So, and they're delicious, and I love having them. Every time I go to Dharmtala, that's a must. Winter, summer, doesn't matter. I want to have those lassis any time of the day. So where is your
my favorite place is also very near to Dharmtala. You cross the Oberoi's.
Oh yes.
Just go towards the shopping centers. There'll be a terrace called, as I forgot the restaurant's name. It's a restaurant come dhaba, come outside standing eating.
Okay.
So I love वहाँ का छोले भटूरा.
Okay.
My God, the छोले भटूरा of that place. It's just next to Oberoi. Awesome. The most awesome छोले भटूरा I've ever had in Calcutta. I swear.
It has become customary. Like whenever I go to that place, a favorite street food mine is available, I go to that place. Apart from roaming aside and getting my job done, I have that food. I go to Esplanade, have chole bhatura, go to Dharmtala, have lassi, go to Garihat, have that roll and come back. I won't come back without having that street food. That's how it has become. Well, yes, some people would say that they are not as nutritional and doesn't have that, food values as like cooked food or actual proper homemade food would have. But the street food, the wonder of street food is that they just look appealing to the eyes.
They taste good.
They taste awesome. Like I don't know how they can manage that. You can't cook a homemade food or a restaurant made food as well as the street food. The street food, they are a different category. No matter how hard you try, you can get that level. Like that taste only comes from street food. I don't know how they pull it off.
See, that is true, and as the people say that it's not very nutritional and not, that is true. I accept that, but apart from that, you know, I am a street junkie. Okay.
Oh yes.
Everywhere I go, I have to eat something or the other. But now staying 3 years away from my parents. Okay. Like really, you see this small house. This is where I stay. This is where I stay, and I've been staying from the past 3 years, guys. So now eating out 24/7. Okay, every meal that I had, I have is outside my house. And now, you know, even if my mom calls me and tells me I have a sukhi roti at my place, I'll go running and have that sukhi roti except for this because I'm tired now. I'm like literally.
Okay, yeah.
Taste. Now I miss my like in Hindi we say maa ka khana. Now that's what I miss. Even when these days I've stopped going out and having my dinner and my lunch. I rather go to my friend's place so that I can get something which has been cooked by their parents, like my mom especially. So I'm dying for house food these days. I'm crazily gone. 3 years I've done enough.
When we were young, the only thing which we used to not have on a regular, the thing which we used to have on a regular basis was the ghar ka khana, and the street food we used to have at an irregular interval whenever we used to go out. So that was the charm. Like we used to wait to go out to have the street food. Now it has become reverse. Now we have street food every day. Yes, for you. So now it has become reverse for you. Like you have street food every day and you carve for ghar ka khana. So that's situation
I really crave for ghar ka khana now.
So, but yes, I know, I guess, but street food, they are like one of the, in the city we currently are in, Calcutta, it's famous for its food.
The food here is cheap,
yes.
The food here is tasty, the food here is awesome. I am loving, I swear. See, although, to be very frank, I have nothing against Calcutta, but I don't really understand why people call it the city of joy. I really don't know, because everywhere you go, people are frustrated. I don't know, maybe because of the weather, maybe because of the situation.
Demonetization, I guess.
Or whatever it is. I really don't understand why people call it the city of joy. But then, yeah, this should rather be called the city of food. I swear, guys, everywhere you go, you will find nothing else but food here. And all sorts of food. The food you have in Mumbai, the food you have in Delhi, we have everything out here. And it's cheap.
It is cheap. And we haven't talked about the best part, the street sweets. How about that? I have been to several places like in Park Circus and stuff, and I've been to the back areas like where they actually make, and the method they use is very simple. It's rather very simple, but it's something about the traditional way which they do make them makes them out of this world. They are awesome to have. Rasgulla, you say, kheer, paneer,
Mishti doi. I'm crazy on Mishti.
Oh my god!
I don't know if you have. I don't know because I haven't seen that anywhere in Calcutta. Back in my place, there's a thing called Shrikhand.
We have in Shrikhand in here. Yes, we do.
So that before coming to Calcutta, I used to love it. I used to have it every day like crazy. But now after coming here, I have replaced that or substituted that with Mishti doi. I love Mishti doi like crazy. Maybe I won't have Rasgulla every day, or I won't have this sandesh and anything else every day. But then something which I need every day after dinner is Mishti doi. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. I love it.
So anyways, and there is also like as I mentioned, I wanted to mention it before, like there are some places in Calcutta where they follow the traditional methods of street food. There have been traditions in street food too. Like yes, nowadays street food, like everywhere there are restaurants and street side shops popping up, but there are some places which still they have been doing it for generations and they are continuing it down, and those are the places that has become famous and people go there just to taste. I recently came to know that even Gordon Ramsay did send his research team to Calcutta, Gordon Ramsay, and he asked them to carry a research on the street food and how they do the cost control and the cost cutting for them, because they are cheap, as you said, they are cheap, and but they still taste good and they do make profit on a daily basis. How do they do that? So they are reducing their profit margin and doing a high sales to increase the amount of profit they are doing. That's how they do it. So anyways, well, that's about it, guys. Thank you for joining us. If you did like what you saw, please do like, share and subscribe, and tell us about your favorite street foods, what you do want to have, and we will probably mention that in another session. And well, thanks for joining us, and always remember, it's all about perspective.
Adios, guys.